What's up, everybody? It's Keefy from Ghost Cult Magazine, ghostcultmag.com, and I'm here at Saint Vitus Bar in Brooklyn once again with the guys from Kirra. What is up?
What up? Hey.
Welcome to Brooklyn. I don't know if you've been here before.
No, not Brooklyn.
No.
New York, but not Brooklyn.
We've been in Manhattan, not Brooklyn.
All right.
Yeah. Manhattan a couple times actually. Like we played Highland Ballroom and I think Irving Plaza.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Highland Ballroom is now closed permanently, and Irving is on hiatus.
Yeah.
So I'm glad
It's
Saint
a good thing
Vitus.
we got him in when we did.
Saint Vitus is like the roaches of this shit. It ain't going nowhere. But yeah, man, you guys just killed it upstairs on
Thank
this
you.
phenomenal tour.
Appreciate
You're welcome.
that.
Phenomenal tour package. Otherwise, Blacktop Mojo, Lullwater, Kirra, fantastic job. You guys crushed it. It seemed a lot of people were like getting turned on to you for the first time. How's that been? Sort of making new fans every night on the tour, right? Because you have to kind of win over fans that aren't necessarily coming for you.
There's a lot of the people that like apologize to us, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I've never heard you guys." It's like, that's why we're here.
That's why- yeah,
that's the exact reason why we're here.
Yeah.
Just so you hear about us now.
Yeah, man. A lot of it is just setting the tone at the very. Sorry, I sing. You think I know good mic placement,
The singer.
but a lot of it is setting the tone at the very first song. We try to win them over from then. And because that's the most important part of the set. So when
first impressions, man.
yeah. And we know that that's really big for new fans, and so if they see us up there just having a blast, hopefully they can really connect with that and vibe with us.
Totally, man. I think people were really digging it and really getting it, and you guys have a lot of great energy, great stage presence.
Thank you.
Phenomenal harmonies, I have to say, for a bunch of dudes that are singing and mostly singing and playing.
Just a bunch of yelling is all it
Well,
is.
it's yelling, but it's yelling on key, which is hard to do.
At least trying to.
Well, we appreciate that, man. I mean,
Thank you.
it's one of those things like Ryan, like you've had vocal training and like growing up, right? I thought you said you like
like church stuff, when you're a kid.
yeah. And like
Choir.
Yeah.
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 and then I'm self-taught, and I think Gabe, you grew up with like your mom, bro.
Yeah, my mom is a singer, and every day before school, she would always sit me next to a piano and hit a note and be like, "Okay, hit this key or hit this note, match your voice with this note," and we'd go through a couple rounds of that every day before school. So you'd think I'd be better, but
I've been going hard like these past 2 weeks trying to find that Gojira scream that he does. Like this past like 2 weeks, I don't know why. It's just been like just trying to find it.
it's Ryan's ultimate goal.
I love it because he, like you said, like it's got the tone in it. It's not just blah, Like I love it.
I saw. It's hard to discuss a meme in an interview, but I saw an awesome meme today. That's the two dogs, right? The sweet little Labrador and the mean, ferocious werewolf.
Right.
And it's like Gojira's lyrics and Gojira's vocals.
That's
So,
the truth.
Really
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
And that's exactly what you're talking
Oh, yeah.
about. I know your mom started you young on that ear training. That's really
Yeah.
amazing. But yeah, I had said earlier off camera, anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge Seven Dust fan. And that first Seven Dust record, which is now almost 25 years old, and they were like bringing melody, but hard.
Yes.
Really hard,
Yeah.
like Clint and John with the backup and Lay John, always LJ.
Yeah.
With and Morgan, of course, also, who's also like incredible.
Yeah.
Screaming on key is like what he does. So you guys have that vibe that
Right.
really, I feel like the young vibes. Yeah, man.
Thank
Yeah.
you so
Yeah.
much.
It's all love, for real.
I would say Seven Dust is, we all have different music tastes, and we all kind of listen to a whole bunch of different shit, driving in the van on tour and whatnot. But one band we all have in common is Seven Dust. We're all huge Seven Dust fans, and
Pretty much any record on the catalog too. It doesn't matter for us. Like, oh, that's cool. That's Alpha. All right, cool.
There's usually like one or two you're like, that was pretty good. But it's like, their whole discography is just, yep.
I can't think of a Seven Dust song I don't like. So.
There you go.
They have no duds, man. It's all killer.
It's crazy.
They keep doing it,
Yeah,
even like
yeah.
25, 20, almost 30 years into a career, and it's like this fly thing is getting to you. I'm sorry,
I
buddy.
know it's all good. It's
You're gonna have like fly guts in your hair later. But, I guess it's worse things on tour.
I was about to say,
Lick
I
it.
didn't know what it was initially.
Flycatcher. All right, we keep the health code, we don't want violations here.
Always
in Brooklyn.
healthy.
We actually have healthcare codes for establishments here in New York City. For years we didn't. It was a big thing, but now we do. So let's not get sick. Let's have fun. Be able to keep staying healthy and rock. Let's hear a little bit about how you guys got together, right? If you don't want to,
Oh.
don't mind taking us through that.
Well, so what happened originally is I was at an Oklahoma rock school kind of thing where they took like kids who wanted to be in bands and they kind of put them together to see if they could make a band. And eventually, like, it was cool. We did some cover songs and that was fun and everything, but we left. And we were trying to take people like, let's do our own thing. And no one kept going. So it was just me. And so I met Zach through my mom had a family friend that knew his dad. And so he's like, hey, I know this kid who's drumming. Let's get y'all together. And so we did like a little like rehearsal session. I was like, okay, we need a bass player. We need a singer. We need to figure this out. So we put out like ads everywhere that you could think of, all like the specific music ones too. A lot of weird people like hit us up and it was just like not working out. We were like, oh no, like should we do that? And then Craigslist, last ditch effort. And Ryan answered the ad because like, I think he was like, screw it, let's go to Craigslist. And him and our old singer, Jesse, both were like, okay, well, we'll show up and we'll try something out. And then at that first rehearsal, we wrote a song. We wrote a song that's actually on our first LP, Runaway. The song's called Drown. And so if you listen to that song, that was literally like, okay, we've played these cover songs. Zach, play a beat. And he's like, okay. And Ryan's like, okay, let's get this chord progression. And then we just went with it. And we're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then out of nowhere, Jesse started like ad-lib and stuff. And we're like, okay, I think maybe we should do this. That was kind of cool, you know. But that's how we initially got together. Yeah. So.
That's cool. Sometimes you never know what you can find on Craigslist.
No kidding.
It's not just weirdos.
And here's a funny thing. Gabriel, our awesome new singer, we found him on Craigslist as well.
How about that?
We thought, hey, it worked once, you know. I know that Craigslist hit us up. What's up?
Craigslist.
But yeah. But yeah.
Success story from Craigslist, not like put the lotion in the basket.
Exactly.
Take my couch full of fleas.
We're probably only given like one or two more times to get something on Craigslist before that happens. So
Yeah.
For sure.
we're using up the
We're
cards.
like the ones.
Our time's coming.
The one good story from Craigslist where it's like, oh, you
But yeah.
actually found sane people that aren't murderers.
Okay. All right.
Awesome. And with the new single. So Caving In, man, crushing songs, like everything from the first record up a whole notch, and just riffs and riffs and riffs. So congrats, and let's talk about that new song, and hopefully that song is an intro to more new music, maybe an EP or a new record.
Yes.
So let's hear about it.
Yeah, so we do have a new record coming out at the end of January 31st. Gonna have a lot of songs just like that. Like that song is pretty, I wouldn't say it's representative of the whole record, but it is a representative of a good chunk of it because we did try to take some different avenues. One of the songs you heard tonight was a song called Passageway, and it was kind of a blues-inspired riff that we tuned it down to drop A sharp and just made it metal. And then there's like a little gent thing that happens at the end there. So we just tried to take all different kinds of influences and make different songs. So this record's going to be, I think there's something on it for everybody, especially like if you like mellow, like kind of upbeat rock songs, or if you like just heavy riff-based songs, or even if you like ballads, there's one on there for you. You know, everybody gets one.
We tried to get as weird as we could.
Yeah. Weird is good, man. I think weird's not a pejorative with this guy or our website. We like weird. Be
We
weird.
plan on getting even weirder with the next one too. So yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's good. I like hearing that you have there's a vision and a plan for the future.
Yes.
I know it's so busy just doing the music as a career, and it's so hard. But it's good that you guys have a plan and a vision. Like there's more to come. We have other things in store because it's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
Even if you're young and you got a lot of energy, it's really there's challenges.
Oh yeah, because it was like right after we finally got all the mastered tracks back. It was like the first day of this tour on the van. We just front to back listened to it, and it's like everyone's like, "Yeah, dude, this is awesome." And then probably about 10 minutes later, it was like, "So what are we gonna do on the next one?" Like it just immediately was just like, "All right, what can we do? Like what's some different weird stuff?" And it just so there's
the main thing we want to do is try our best to keep the audience guessing in a way. You know, of course we want to bring that same sound that they love, but we don't want to pigeonhole ourselves, so to speak. You know, we want to try to get as weird and as different as we can, just so they don't expect the same shit every time. You know what I mean?
Think of like subtle 12-foot ninja. Subtle.
That is a great description. And
Thank
now
you.
I really want to hear the rest of this album, Subtle 12-Foot Ninja. Or just in general, as a general vibe. I love that. And those guys are fun. They're a lot of fun. We famously covered a show with them where the singer's pants like split apart, exploded on stage, and just like junk everywhere. No commando, no draws, and a photographer was
interviewing you.
I got a lot of those stories, but I wasn't in front of the stage for that exact moment. But I heard and saw some of the photographic evidence, and I was like, wow, we can't run these photos because we're gonna get shut down. But good times.
It was a good
Real
time.
good times.
That's all
But
that
yeah,
matters.
man, exciting time for you guys. Super stoked. And love this new song. If this song is an indication of where you guys are going, I'm super pumped up for you. This tour runs not quite to the end of the year, but do you have anything booked you can talk about? Record release show? Obviously, you have a date, and things are coalescing.
Nothing planned after the tour at the moment, but we are like talking. We're getting the kind of the wheels going to do like a CD release show, something that maybe at home in Oklahoma. But who knows? We may do a couple dates. It's kind of one of those things that's always talked about, but we've never really committed to it. Maybe like playing the record at the whole thing front to back. Maybe that might be something we'll do in the future. Who knows? Maybe. Again, it's all maybe.
I'm not too familiar with OKC. Is there a big music scene there for rock and metal? At all?
No.
It's
Is it you guys basically?
Hey, Hinder.
Hinder, I know, and that probably also gets kind of like there's one big band, and then every other band that's not that big band is like, oh, like Hinder. You probably get that a lot.
There's a bunch of good local bands, like the Oklahoma scene works out really well too because it kind of spreads out through the genres. Like there's a lot of kind of everything, instead of just there being just like one chunk of just like, oh, this is death metal, and if you don't like it, go somewhere else. It's like, no, it's like
Country.
you got 2 or 3 of those. You got some more modern rock. You have there's a couple prog rock bands around there, and it's like it's a good chunk of
You
everything.
have a side project also, right? That's do you have a progressive rock band? I think.
Oh no!
Oh no.
No.
Okay. I'm misinformed. But all good. No, I'm
They
just
weren't
curious.
supposed to know about that.
Oh, so secrets. That's what we do with Ghost Cult. We break all the secrets.
I gotta leave, guys.
I hear you. But yeah, that's what's up. Surviving Ghost
Taking
Cult. That'll
auditions
be the
for new
documentary
bassists.
on Netflix. But
Oh, by the way,
too
if
soon?
you're looking at some OKC bands to check out if you like Alice in Chains style stuff, check out like a band called Pet. They're really cool. They have like their singer. He has a very he's like Lane Staley. You know how Lane was a little so he's like he's like if Lane Staley brought that that growl. You know what I'm saying? So like check out Pet. They're
you
awesome.
always want people who don't sing to describe singers
Oh,
because
yeah.
you're gonna get an actual perfect description of singing from a person that doesn't typically sing. Am I right?
Absolutely.
So awesome, man. Awesome hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with Ghost Cult.
Thank you, man.
Everybody out there, if you like interviews like this, like and subscribe to the channel. And those screaming practices go on for later. That's a pretty good scream right there. This is why I make videos and interview bands and don't sing anymore. But I'm Keefy from Ghost Cult Mag. These are the guys in Kirra. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank
We
you,
are
man.
out.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.